process has been everything I've thought and more.
It was billed as The Decision. Close to 10 million people tuned in to watch NBA superstar LeBron James announce the team he'd sign with.
LeBron, what's your decision?
In this fall, man, this is very tough. In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach.
Whose idea was that?
It was my idea and the people around me's idea.
The Decision was widely panned as a PR disaster, an ego trip of historic proportions. And seemingly overnight, the perception of James turned from golden boy to megalomaniac. New questions were raised about James' closest advisor, 28-year-old Maverick Carter.
The execution could have been a little better, and I take some of the blame for that.
Is this sort of like where you grew up?
This is just like where I grew up.
James has known Carter since he was a toddler. Both were raised by single mothers in Akron, Ohio. They starred on the same high school basketball team.
I've read where he considered you like a big brother.
Yes, I would say so.
James entered the NBA as an 18-year-old. 2 years later, he fired his agents.
After that, we can catch you.
And then put Carter, a 22-year-old college dropout, in charge of his $135 million worth of endorsement deals.
How old were you?
I was 22.
And you are the guy in charge of the most important, valuable athlete, maybe in the world.
But I wasn't alone. And if I would have been stupid enough to think for 1 second that I could do this all by myself, all alone, absolutely, I would have been in over my head. Everyone knows the concept, right? Of LeBron pitching to the kid is really cool.
Since becoming business partners, James and Carter have charted their own course toward turning LeBron Inc. into a billion-dollar global brand, getting advice along the way from business Hall of Famers like Jay-Z and Warren Buffett.
I don't think there's a lot of pro ball players who call Warren Buffett Uncle Warren.
Well, I don't think so either, but you know, like I said before, I'm not writing down, let's say, let's do what other ball players aren't doing. I say let's do what LeBron James want to do and what he feels is best.
According to industry insiders, James and Carter have done just fine, striking multi-million-dollar deals with State Farm, Nike, and McDonald's. But those deals were overshadowed by this summer's decision and negative headlines, which seemed to tarnish LeBron James, the athlete, and the brand.
It's just about control and not doing it the way it's always been done, or not looking the way that it always looks.
Do you think there's a role that race plays in this?
I think so at times. It's always, you know, a race factor.
It definitely played a role in some of the stuff coming out of the media and things that were written, for sure.
LeBron James and Maverick Carter say what does bother them is that lost amid the controversy is the fact that The Decision TV program raised $3 million for Boys and Girls Club of America.
We own the advertising time. We went out and sold it to brands, and we took every dime and donated it to charity.
LeBron was using a significant moment in time to benefit young people. And a lot of people can take those opportunities and make it about them. His goal was to make it about kids and make it about giving opportunities for kids.
For me to have an opportunity to give back to the Boys and Girls Club of America, that I would never change that. And if I have to take heat to give back to kids, I would do it the same way every single time.
If you look at polls, there was some poll that said he was a top 6 disliked athlete. Do you worry about that?
The decision he made to go play for the Miami Heat, that's it. That's where he's going to play. So that's not going to change anytime soon. He's going to go play there, and you know, hopefully the team will do great.
LeBron tweeted, "I will remember those of you who said this and did this." What's that mean?
That means the fuel that he'll be playing with will be super duper duper premium. He usually plays with super premium. This year has a little higher grade of fuel.